Thank you again for joining today's session titled From Voice to File, How ECMS Simplifies Dictation and Documentation Management. I will now turn over today's presentation to Heidi Schultz and Tate Padilla. Heidi will begin today's presentation. She is the Sales and Customer Service Manager at Northland Companies. Since 1982, Northland Companies has been and they continue to be one of the most trusted names for voice and video recording solutions. Also presenting today is Tate Padilla. He's the IT coordinator at Waltech, which is part of Northland's family of companies. Tate will be demonstrating ECMS's powerful dictation and documentation features. Heidi?
Thanks, Beth. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Heidi from Northland Companies. Thank you for joining us today as we explore how ECMS is transforming documentation, dictation, and case management for healthcare and legal professionals. So what is ECMS? ECMS is a secure cloud-based software suite designed to streamline how professionals manage dictation, documentation, and multimedia case files. For legal teams, ECMS centralizes case files, supports secure collaboration, and integrates with your existing case management or billing systems. It's ideal for managing depositions, dictations, and sensitive case documentation. In healthcare, ECMS supports HIPAA-compliant documentation, integrates with EHR systems, and allows providers to dictate and manage patient records securely from anywhere. Whether you're a healthcare provider managing patient records or a legal team handling case files, ECMS simplifies your workflow while ensuring compliance and security. ECMS offers a robust set of features tailored to your industry needs. From AI-powered speech-to-text to secure storage and document templating, ECMS is built to support your team's productivity and workflow efficiency. Whether you're transitioning from legacy systems or looking for a smarter, more robust, and more secure way to manage your digital assets, ECMS is your all-in-one solution. It's scalable, intuitive, and constantly evolving based on real-world feedback. Now let's take a quick look at ECMS in action. Tate will walk you through dictation to transcription to ECMS's secure storage. Tate?
Thank you, Heidi. I will go ahead and get my screen share set up here. Somebody can confirm that they can see my screen.
Yes, we can see it. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so jumping right into things, ECMS is almost entirely web-based. So with every user, they will be going to the same website, regardless if they're an admin, an author, a typist. It'll all be one single URL. ECMS does have the ability to migrate data and users from PremierScribe and or WinScribe. Depending on the requirements, we also feel fairly confident that we could migrate the data from other dictation systems as well per request. It is supported across a majority of standard devices and equipment, such as all the common smartphones, handhelds, foot controls, etc. The exception to that would be to Apple Mac PCs, and there is no current plans for the provided support for Mac. Every web interface you see today is supported in Edge and Chrome, with Firefox soon to come. So the question is, how does it work? Well, let's dive in, starting off with the author side. Specifically, let's jump into inputting data into the system. So let's jump in with the uploader, which is the app used to upload dictations from either your computer or a handheld dictation device. So that would be this icon here. As soon as I click it, it will automatically install and configure it if it isn't already. If it is, it'll launch just like this. Now, there is, as mentioned, it does support the latest and majority of models of Olympus and Philips devices. There's a local version or a web version. Both create a local backup, just to make sure there's no data loss. Now, the local version runs in the background. It launches automatically once a handheld's plugged in, and it can also be set up to send dictations automatically right through. Today, I'll be showing you the web version. There is the ability to enter custom data down here at the bottom. Notice that it recognizes my handheld is already plugged in, and it pulled in the dictation from my handheld. I can select that file, apply whatever metadata I'd like to it, which is completely configurable. Click the apply, and then click upload. From there, it'll go through and upload it to the system. Now, additionally, there is, again, the ability to enter that custom metadata, such as client names, medical record numbers, and more. There is also the express mode, which just sends everything through with the default options. So as you saw, that's sent through to the system successfully. Additionally, there is also the ability to upload audio from my computer using this application. So what I can do is I can select Browse File up here, navigate out to wherever the file is kept on my PC. We'll just select this first one, click Open. And just as you just saw, I can click on the file, apply the metadata, and upload it. And that's the uploader. Next, we will go and close out of there, and we'll jump in with the ECMS recorder application. Now, the ECMS recorder application is used for Philips speech mics or any microphone recognized by your computer. You do have the ability to customize the view by expanding it, minimizing it, day mode, night mode, if you will. And then you can also set it up to prompt for custom metadata, just like the uploader and also the mobile app that you will soon see, as well as set the priority here at the bottom right. So I'll go and expand this just so everybody can see it a bit better. As soon as I click on this record, it will begin to record. You'll see that the audio waves will actually move as I dictate. I can play back the recording simply by, using these controls here or using the cursor to play it. Once I go back within the dictation, I can actually choose to overwrite or insert data with this simple slide switch. And additionally, there is the ability to draft the dictation and come back to the drafts easily from this folder here. Notice the gear icon here in the bottom left. This is where you go to control and adjust your workflow settings as desired, and also the speech mic settings that I referenced earlier. As soon as I'm done with the dictation, I can simply click send, and once again, it will send through successfully to the system. And that is the recorder. Not much to it. Now that we've covered the uploader and the recorder, we will go ahead and jump in with the mobile app. So the ECMS mobile app is available on both iOS and the Android App Store. Now, as soon as I type in my information and then I can select Remember Me, the login interface does support Face ID and or Touch ID, supported by both Android and iPhone. Now let's jump in with some of the functionality. There's no configuration necessary. Once you're signed in, you're ready to dictate. The app was designed with both ease of use and customization in mind. For example, it can be configured to prompt for or require custom metadata, including medical record numbers, client names, whatever else you might want. Now, as soon as I click plus, it will immediately lead me to the dictation screen, at which point I can click the record button, and it goes right into recording. Notice the audio waves and the counter indicating that it is recording. Now, I have all these easy ways to control the dictation if I wanted to move within it using this cursor, these buttons down here, and also the slide switch here, which allows me to go into the insert or overwrite mode to either insert or overwrite audio within the dictation. Additionally, I have easily the ability to add attachments to my dictations. So as soon as I click on the image here, it will launch with that pop-up there and give me the prompt to either choose to take a live photo or choose from my library. I'm going to go and choose from my library. Just select any one of those photos, select Add. Now, in order to view that dictation, I can come to the home screen, and notice the top dictation there has a paperclip, letting me know that there is an attachment. If I click on that, I can view not only the recording that I just did, as well as the attachment that I attached. I can click on it to get a better look at that, or I can move back to the top file, select that, and go right back to the audio file that I was just dictating with. Same goes for videos, documents, as well as the ability to add notes. Now, note that this is all customizable. We can make this view as simple as desired and remove all these input types if desired. Now, once I'm completed with the dictation, simply select the send icon to send it to the server. Notice that it will briefly stay in the outbox. Then once it's sent through, move over to the sent folder, letting me know that's made it to the system. Now from here, I want to note that it will send the dictations from the outbox within the background, meaning I can close out of the app completely and not have another care in the world, and it will send through. Additionally, you can even do it while your phone is locked, oftentimes in a matter of seconds, as you can see that just popped into the sent folder. Additionally, from here, from the sent folder, I can stay in the know by being able to review the status simply by clicking the dictation, selecting review, and then note the red transcription in progress status that displays. So that lets me know that this dictation is in progress. Additionally, from here, if I had attachments, I can actually view them and also review the audio, just again, simply by clicking on them or clicking on the audio to review the files that I've sent. And that is the mobile app. So now we have covered all different ways to input into the system as an author. We'll jump into the author portal just to kind of give you an overview of how you can access that data once it's been input. So of course you can play back any audio files from here simply by clicking on the plus icon. It will begin to play the audio right there. And depending on the file that's chosen, there is some buffer time from when it's sent to the mobile app to the server. So you just got to give it a bit of time to allow it to buffer that audio file. Additionally, you can view and edit that job data by selecting the audio ID. From here, you can actually view all the metadata associated with the job and then select edit, which will allow you to edit that metadata. And then there is also the ability to send dictations to the to speech to text for AI speech to text. So if I select the checkbox and then select speech to text, that will automatically send the file to the AI speech to text to be processed. As soon as the job is finished being processed, it will appear with this speech to text icon. I can click on that and view the entirety of the speech to text transcription. From here, I can actually make adjustments, copy it, and paste it into my favorite word editor. And that is the author profile. Now I want to mention with the speech to text that we are actively working on a fully integrated Word application called the Doc Editor that would automatically import this AI speech to text into your Word editor, and it would allow you to make easier corrections, adjust the format of the transcription, as well as import document templates such as medical consultation reports or client meeting summary template. And with that, we can jump into the typist side of things. So again, every single user accesses the same website, and that is this one here. So the typist, again, is all web-based, which means no configuration necessary. Once you're signed in, you're ready to transcribe. Now, by default, you will be in the My Jobs folder, displaying all the jobs that are in your queue. I can easily move over to the Share Jobs folder with a single click, which shows me all the jobs that are available to type, as well as those we just saw in the My Jobs folder. I can adjust my view by ordering by columns, adjusting the columns that are displayed, as well as applying custom filters. You can filter on just about anything that's displayed here, as well as more up here in the search column. From here, I can preview jobs using this play icon. If I were to select the play icon, it will begin to play back the dictation immediately. I can open it using the icon in the right column. There's two different icons here. One of them, this speaker icon, just lets me know that it's already been allocated to me and I'm the only one who can see it. This one lets me know that it has not yet been allocated, so we will allocate it and also open the audio bar. So I'm going to go and move over to the My Jobs folder again. We'll just organize it by the authors here, and I'm going to open up this job here. As soon as I do, the audio bar launches, and if it has speech to text AI, it will pop up the transcription as well. Now, from here, I can copy it from this text box and paste it into my favorite word editor, my favorite text editor. Again, that document editor that I mentioned earlier will be available to both the typist and the author to allow for more format customization. Now, majority of these icons here are controlled by the foot controls, and we do support, once again, all the common foot controls. I can incomplete a transcription by clicking on this icon here or by clicking on the X. Both function the same and will save the location I am at within the dictation. I can view the audio details from here as well by clicking on this icon, and I can also edit that and add any notes as desired. Additionally, I have the ability to adjust the controls using this gear icon here. So I can adjust all the foot control settings from here. Once I am at the end of the job, I am able to either click the complete icon or the complete and next icon. So I'll skip to the end. Notice that these two icons are no longer grayed out. So I'm allowed to click the complete icon or the complete next, which would then complete the job and move on to the next one within the queue. And with that, that is the typist audio bar. Let's say that I completed a dictation that I wanted to come back to or review. I can easily do so by moving over to the completed jobs icon, the completed jobs folder, I should say. And that will show me a complete list of all the jobs that have been completed prior and allow me to review them easily from here. There is also the ability to set up customizable notifications. So from here, I can choose either email or desktop notifications, which will send whenever the I can choose when it sends. I can choose whether it's for all jobs or just specific jobs and apply the filters that are available here. Now, again, some features that are yet to come with the typist side of things is the fully integrated typist app within Word that comes with extremely fine-tuned customization and automatically importing that AI speech text that we saw right into Word. With that, we have covered the typist side of things. We can move on into the admin portion. So as an admin, the first place that's going to take you to is this dashboard, which gives you a high-level overview of all the stats over specific periods of time. And it is extremely customizable per user request. Additionally, there is the file management area, which kind of gives you a fine-tuned ability to have a complete overview and detailed access to all recordings, as well as those that have been allocated and or archived, preparing to delete. Now, the reports and the messages and notifications is a feature that we're still actively working on developing. So there will be some very complex reporting as well as messaging and notification capabilities, such as the ability to notify you for, in certain cases, say if a job has hit the turnaround time or is overdue, if you will. And that is what will come with the reports and messages and notifications. From the settings, I have the ability to manage my users, the departments, the typists, and the workflow in general. I also have the detailed audit logs, which gives me a very high-level overview of all the events that have occurred in the system. It's a very detailed tracking just about every single event that occurs. And then again, coming back to the features that are yet to come is going to be the custom reporting, as well as some of those admin notifications for security alerts, jobs failing to meet that turnaround time, etc. So, the general future of ECMS is we're still on the cutting edge of development. We're actively working on like a help center, which will include some much more detailed documentation, as well as we do have the ability to easily create custom API integrations per request. One of the first things that will be ready is Windows single sign-on, for example. And with that, that is ECMS. I will go and pass it back to Beth and Heidi.
Okay. Well, thanks again for everyone for joining today's session. We will now open up the floor for any questions that you have. Okay, we have a few that have started to come in. First question is, what input methods are supported?
Yeah, I will go ahead and take that question. So again, majority of the devices that you know and love are going to be supported. Philips speech mics, handhelds, any device recognized by the computer, any microphone really, and then all the common kind of smartphones.
Okay. The next question is, can the system handle multiple speakers for speech to text?
That is a great one. It does support speaker diarization. So if you upload an audio file that has multiple different speakers, the AI speech to text platform that we use will automatically split those out based on the speakers.
Okay. Is there an API for custom integrations, or how would I get this to work with my EMR?
Another great one. Yeah, so we do have the ability to customize with your specific EMRs, any other type of system really. As long as it has the ability to have an API integration, we have the ability to work through it per request.
Okay. Are access controls customizable by permissions or role?
And the admin side of ECMS gets very fine-tuned. So there is the ability to get very detailed with what permissions you give to people, including, even the input types that I covered earlier, such as photos, videos, documents, etc. So yes, it does get very detailed based on roles and or user permissions.
Okay, that looks to be all the questions that we have for now. I'd like to thank Heidi and Tate for presenting today. If you do have questions about ECMS or would like to learn more, please reach out to us. Our contact information is on the screen, and the website posted will take you directly to more information about ECMS. Thanks again, and I hope everyone has a great day.